Alright, so my very first Q&A video, and I am really excited to do this because this is a really perfect way to get to know me better. So yeah, throw them at me. Alright, question 1. What's the origin to your name? Uh, there was like a lot of struggles with my name because I've been trying to figure out what I would be called. Before I had Wxlf Slvsher, it used to be like random ass animal names. Like my first name was used to be called Condre Makes Beats, 2008, and that was like my very first name when I first started making music, and yeah, and then I went on to naming myself Ram around like February of 21. But since I come from a very religious family, and that if they ever find out about my music, they pretty much would not approve the symbol of ram, since well, it pretty much is how do I say this? It Rams pretty much have a symbol of Satanism, and they would pretty much disapprove that. And then so I changed it to Panther, which was also a pretty bad one. And my profile picture was just a picture of Brandon from Hotline Miami, um, with just edits to it. And I've had it like the whole summer until around Christmas. I renamed myself to Wolf, which was also the time when I first got my masks. And yeah, and then around like sometime around like probably August or July, I decided to name it Wxlf Slvsher because wolves are my favorite animals, and slasher is because I'm a huge nerd for slasher movies, and I'm a fan of horror movies. So yeah, what's your setup for your music? I'm gonna be honest right now. My setup is shitty. All I have is just a basic keyboard that's plugged into my laptop, where I get all the melodies. But I pretty much don't use my keyboards that much because I'm only used to using the piano roll, and it's pretty bad. So, cause I don't really have a mixer, cause that's the one thing I need for my setup. So hopefully around Christmas or like any time, I can get myself a mixer that I can use for my music, so then it would be more easier, because I don't really have the right equipment at the moment. What presets do you use? I have a lot of favorite presets that I got. Most of my presets are kind of like basic ones. Sometimes some are free, some are paid, which I mostly got from pirating websites. But keep a secret, please. Shh. Alright, so here is a breakdown of my presets. So, what you see here is a preset called Essence Plus. This is just a synthesizer that's used that you can make trance music with it. And this is where most of my trance songs have their presets. So here is my first one. This is the synth that you hear in every one of my songs. And then there is my ARP, which is the ones that you heard in Graves. How are you, man? Are you okay? Cause you looked kinda fucked on the video. Anyways, I love your stuff. Keep it up. Well, thank you. And I'm a bit confused. What do you mean by how am I? I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. Whatever happened to one of your old dark synth music? My dark synth phase was pretty complicated. I knew the basics to making dark synth. Like I knew the leads, the analog basses, the pads, but the only thing that was missing was mostly the mixing. That rhymes. Yeah, because since I don't have a mixer with me, it was pretty hard to know how to learn how to make dark synth. So, and then when I started moving on to EDM, that I figured that EDM was more easier to make, because I was trying to, like, what I was doing when I did dark synth was that I was trying to like sound really identical to Carpenter Brute, Perturbator, and Ghost, because those three were like my favorite artists, and I still listen to them, but it's just really hard to make music like them. You ever thinking of collaborating with Cordell? Oh my god, I really want to collaborate with Cordell because he is a legend at funk music, man. Uh, I swear, I really want to collab with him. Someday, hopefully, I will, because he is a legend at funk music, and my music mixed with his music would be really good. Are there any games slash movies slash anything else that really inspired you to make club music, or was it more just I think this is cool? Um, so first of all, the games. Uh, there's this game I love playing, and I still love playing. It's called Hotline Miami, and that's where they got like most of the synthwave artists that got them big and famous that easily. Cause Hotline Miami has like synthwave artists on there. Because I love Hotline Miami. Like it's a really good game, and my music is pretty much inspired by Hotline Miami. And for movies, one favorite moment in my life was I had my older cousin. He wanted to watch like horror movies with me. So like I don't remember what movies we watched, but all I remember is that we watched Halloween, Scream, and just some random slasher movies. And that's what got me into like slashers and how my songs like got that horror vibes to it. So yeah, and for anything else, my mom's a '90s kid, and she grew up listening to like dance music from her generation. So and when I was little, like she would always like play them for me. So that's what got me into like dance music. So yeah. I really like some of your songs, but you will do in the future industrial dark synth. Interested to listen this. My English is ugly. Frog emoji. Um, it depends. If I learn how to make more like industrial dark synth type songs, hopefully I learn, but because I just don't have the right setup for that. And it's okay about your English. I understand what you're saying, but yeah, only time will tell. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not making music in general? Either it's just hanging out with my friends, or sometimes I like watching horror movies. Cause it's my favorite hobby. All right, that's pretty much all there is to it. Was not expecting that much questions, but well, I answered them all. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. So bye. What preset? Oh come on, I coughed.